If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
Tom is over there in his own little world. That's where Tom is. Right there. Y'all see him? He been did this, bro. He don't care. This man is a legend, dog. He been doing this.
Greeny, I don't think anyone had a clue of the type of career that Tom Brady had up to this point. I mean, you're talking about a 43-year-old quarterback. 43-year-old quarterback that just threw for over 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. That's just unreal. Okay, I'm over here been sitting on my couch for about a decade, and Tom Brady is still going strong, slinging the ball all over the place. So, listen, the work ethic was always there. You saw that from the beginning. But there's not a person in the world that could have predicted that Tom Brady would have this type of career, the longevity that he's having, and obviously at 43 putting up these type of numbers.
I'm not going to try to compare anybody to Tom Brady. So, I mean, I want our quarterbacks to be as good as they can possibly be and play the position and give us a chance every week to win, take care of the football, get guys lined up, get in and out of the huddle. But I don't want to compare anybody in the league, past or present, to Tom Brady.
But that Tom Brady. Tom Brady, man. Tom Brady is a game changer on the field, in the locker room, in life. The common denominator here, to me, is Tom Brady. Without Tom Brady, this does not work. Without Tom Brady, we're not here. Without Tom Brady, that wonderful picture is not nestled behind you. Because that Tom Brady, see, when you have a guy that you could think back, even in our playing day, say, well, the only one that can really rival him, that man from the 49ers, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, guys like that. That's only Peyton Manning. I got to give Peyton some credit, but that Tom Brady is in a class by himself. So I'm going to give it to Tom Brady because he could get another coach and still be Tom Brady.
Yep.
No, he can't.
Yep.
No, he can't. He can get another owner.
This man is preaching. Let him preach.
And still be Tom Brady. But they can't get another
They
Tom
gonna get
Brady.
another.
And
They want
still be
another.
sitting in that Super Bowl.
Yep.
Be the same place.
It's funny how he wanted to interrupt me at the end.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Because who put all this together? Who put it all together?
Jesus.
No, he didn't put it. I will say this. Coach Belichick's job is made easier because his best player is his hardest worker. So everybody else comes in that building, they look at him and says, hold on, Tom doing all this? What's expected of me?
How many times they won with that Tom Brady?
They went 3-1. They went 3-1 and we suspended.
Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Two things stood out to me. I did not know that the 5 years previous to Bill Belichick becoming the head coach of the Browns, they went to the playoffs 4 out of 5 seasons.
Five out of
was
6.
surprising to me.
5
to
out
hear.
of 6 seasons.
5 out of 6, I'm sorry. And then the second thing was the fact that Brady has averaged more points as a starting quarterback than anyone else, and he had 6 wins when his defense gave up 28 points in the playoffs or more. Like, those are some startling numbers to me that really encapsulate an argument. And really, I mean, I'm trying to be dead serious here. Like, I kind of leaned towards Brady for a while now, but hearing the reality of these numbers, and you can't run from some of these things, it only pounds home, pounds the point to me that this is a Brady-driven thing.
How about Super Bowl 36, the Patriots and the Rams, the greatest show on turf? The Patriots were 14-point underdogs. Nobody thought they would win. And remember, guys, the Patriots went into halftime with the lead. In the second half, the Rams made a run, and Kurt Warner and that bunch tied the ball game with less than 2 minutes left. That's where the legacy of Tom Brady began. What did he do? He led his team back down a drive, the game-winning drive. Vinatieri kicks the field goal, and the legacy of Brady starts Super Bowl 36.
Tom Brady went 13-19 on third down. That's impossibly great. He hit 9 of 11 passes on third down for 119 yards. That's impossible.
What's been impressive is his ability from the shoulders up to continue to do what he does, even though shoulders down, it's not what it is compared to a Lamar Jackson or Aaron Rodgers, some of these fast twitch guys that just Tom Brady is not a fast twitch guy. He never has been. It doesn't matter his age. That's just not in his DNA. But he's fast twitch upstairs, and he's been remarkable ever since.
I don't know how we can even have the audacity to ask this question.
I agree.
How can you pick in a one-game match against Tom Brady?
I think the scariest picture for the rest of the league is Brady in the locker room after this game, and he's just casually packing his bag. Like business as usual, me dominating the rest of the league and winning a Super Bowl.
I mean, it's incredible. I don't know which one of those, the 10 of those, is the most impressive, but I was just reading about him. I forgot that he won the league MVP at the age of 40, 3 years ago. Like, the man is still outstanding. He's by far the greatest, or had the greatest career of any football player ever.
I mean, you're talking about a career that is legendary, iconic status, and you could watch him back at Michigan, though, and see that he had the chance to be a really good quarterback. But we're talking about something now that is so far beyond that, and really, I think, transcends almost any sport. How many athletes go into their 40s performing at the Hall of Fame level, all-time great level, that Tom Brady still does? I go back to a comment in a conversation we were once having, talking about playing football and playing quarterback, and he said to me at one point, "I dream of throwing the football." Now, I have a lot of dreams. I dream of a lot of different things. I don't dream of throwing the football. Tom Brady does. And that's why Tom Brady is Tom Brady and why he's in the position he's in. He dreams of throwing the football, in his own words.
For him to change teams, implement his system, and then just take everybody, coaching included, on this journey with him and get to the ultimate prize. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if it was his most difficult performance where he had to come from behind. Obviously, against the Falcons, we can think back a couple years later. I mean, there's been some true battles and some game-winning drives, like Steve mentioned, that he's had to go on to win this thing. This was as casual a day as I've ever seen a quarterback have in the Super Bowl. And that's the scary part, is that he just casually tells Jim Nantz after, "Yeah, I'm coming back. We're probably going to be here again." I mean, that's scary if you're an opponent, because he just has it figured out. He knows what to do, and now he has an entire group of extremely talented players that have won a Super Bowl, that know they can do it, ready to do it again.
Greeny, he's not falling off. I mean, he probably had like maybe the second best season at the quarterback position this year.
One of the things that the whole world has taken away from The Last Dance is this continuous narrative that Michael Jordan is the alpha dog. He is literally the most competitive person on the planet. I do wonder, though, if there was a similar bank of video footage about Brady and Belichick, we wouldn't actually see that these three men are cut from the same cloth. That actually, you can't really say that Michael Jordan is more competitive than Tom Brady when you look at what Tom Brady puts his body through to get on the field to play the 16 games regular season.
Yeah, I would never get into an argument about whether one is more competitive than the other, because that's an argument you can't really end. But what I would be comfortable saying is I don't know any athlete who's more competitive than Tom Brady. I mean, so maybe there's maybe there's one or two that are on the same plane, and maybe Michael's one of them, and maybe Tiger Woods is another one. But there's nobody more competitive than Brady, for sure. I think he's demonstrated that over, it's not just 20 years. He's demonstrated that really since high school, the way he fought his way to become something that he wasn't, or at least that people didn't think he was.
How do you handle Brady winning for somebody else, Dennis?
It was strange times for Boston sports fans, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Red Sox, let's not even get into that.
Yes, okay? We can leave them aside, sure.
I mean, we're back to almost to where we were before the
late
last
90s
21 years started, right?
How's Tom now compared to how he was in those early years, like in 1901 and those first
The pliability is probably a little softer. He had some muscle tone. Back in the day, he used to lift. Now the pliability's taken over. I don't know. I mean, he throws at a guy that's open.
Can you kind of take us on to the sidelines? What was it like just being there and watching the final minutes of this game and seeing the Packers potentially driving to tie this game up, even if they got the two-pointer?
There was still some time on the clock when they were driving down the field. But I always remember we had Tom at quarterback.
I mean, I have to go along with Coach Belichick when Tom Brady leaves. We don't have a lot of pieces. We need to spend some money. We need to have better drafts and everything, So it was the weirdest football season because we sucked. The Patriots sucked. And it was clear to me from the beginning, like, we're just going to suck. This is going to be really interesting because we're going to suck. I can only hope secretly that things don't go well in Tampa Bay because you're thinking if they suck in Tampa Bay, maybe Tom comes back, right?
You were holding out hope for that, Dennis?
This is how blatant of a Brady Belichick reunion I wanted. Yes. I was like, things will suck in Tampa Bay. Tom says, maybe I should retire. Belichick, entices him back to the Patriots. But I have to say, also as a football fan, just as a Patriots fan, watching Brady, like you said, you guys were just saying, it's crazy. 7 out of 10? Come on.
Yeah. Well, look,
it's astonishing.
I know it really is unlike anything else. The numbers are stupid. They're ridiculous.
They're stupid. And you have Mahomes. You have a team that the defending champions with, one of the potentially greatest quarterbacks from his generation, right? And he just goes in there and goes like, yeah, me, Gronk, and the other guy. Yeah, okay, we got it. Yeah. Oh my God.
I know. I didn't mean. I guess I meant to go there just to start it, but
Well, listen, there's no way not to go there. If we're going to talk about that, or we're going to talk about Mookie Betts goes to L.A. I can't turn around without something.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.